Hey friends, thank you so much for that sub made of cartoons. We have a stream baby. That's right. 9-month subbed. You need to name it. Oh, Millicent, yeah. Thank you also, Bad Chili, for that sub. How the heck do we have a hype train before we're even live? Y'all are crazy! Thank you so much! Well, you know, someone type in the hype train command. We've got rewards for that. Y'all! We'll be along in like 2 minutes. Would you just keep the hype... Would you just stay in your seats, keep your arms and legs within the vehicle at all times? In 2 minutes, we'll be right with you. Already beat tier 1. Y'all are crazy. We'll be right with you. Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Heroes of Humblewood. The hype train is going crazy. We've got 2 minutes left on this level 2 hype train currently. We currently have level 1, which means all of our players will be receiving 2 advantages to begin. Mad. You're all as mad. Love you. Before we go around and say hello to these wonderful people around the screen, we're going to talk about some of our social links and things like that, and sponsors. We have a new one. We just put out a tweet about it today. And why don't we, first of all, we can't start this stream without talking about the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many created this wonderful setting where woodland creatures desperately fight to save their forest. There it is in Jess's hands now. My copy is behind me. I should really get that out, actually. I'll get that out. Also, we have these flashcards here, which are the Deck of Many Things, which are a donation reward. And if the Hype Train goes to level 4, they're a level 4 Hype Train reward as well. Would I throw the Deck of Many at people new to streaming? Heck yes, I would. Heck yes, I would. Also, you should check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, one of our longest-running sponsors. They gave us Dark Matter for 5e. If you like D&D and you like space, you need to check out that book. Also, they gave us the Faith Folio, which you can see on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST, DM'd by the Mackenzie Lane. All of their PDFs are currently on a 25% discount, as they are supporting social distancing. So head over to their website, but for once, don't use my code. Use the 25% discount. Oh my goodness, 5 subs coming in from Sphinx Ral. That's a level 2 Hype Train, which means instead of everyone getting 2 advantages, I get 8 disadvantages to use against the players.
No! Dang it!
Jess, that was nearly a perfect. What have you got there? A knife. No!
No! Sphinx, I love you, but no!
You know, you need to try and kill with, so.
We are also sponsored by Hero Forge. For all of your magical multi-hued minis, head over to their website. This is one of their new prototype minis. This is not painted. This is full color resin printed in color from their recent $3.1 million Kickstarter. We'll be working more with them as they release their prototypes. So keep an eye on the times, on the schedule, because we'll be following their beta stuff and getting to test it. Also, our latest sponsor, brand new to the block, we love them, Dungeon Fog. Dungeon Fog is a map-making tool that you can access online. They have a free tier and some premium tiers with extra stuff. What this tool does is it allows you to create fully comprehensive, beautiful maps with dynamic elements, and as you fill out these dynamic elements, it creates GM notes about the setting for you. So as you add a car to the dusty street, it will put in the thing, there's a parked car on the left of this dusty city street. Go and check it out. It looks amazing. And if you use the code Scratticus, which is in the command there, you can get a 10% discount on their premium features. I should probably also talk about this channel, huh? It's plugging everyone else. Social links! There's no such thing as social distancing in the 21st century. In fact, I've heard some physicians say that it should be called physical distancing because we're not being socially distant, we're being physically distant. Because we have the internet! Head over to the Discord. Come and be part of the family. Pop into Twitter. Send me a DM. I'll get you around my table. We'll play a game together. Or if you've got some time that you want to fill, maybe your sleep pattern has been wrecked by the pandemic. Calling myself out. You want to binge a whole bunch of content. Head over to the YouTube. Sphinx, thank you so much for the biddies there. That's 95% of level 3. If we hit level 3, I don't get any disadvantages. Instead, all of the players get 2 nat 20s. Use at their discretion.
Look it.
Please.
We just hit level 3.
Yes.
We just hit level 3.
Yes.
But here's the thing. If we hit level 4, we do have the Deck of Many Things to draw from. And if we hit level 5, everything is gifted simultaneously. All of it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, full chaos. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's go clockwise around the screen and start with Blind Temple.
Hey everybody, I'm Blind Temple. I'm at Blind Temple on Twitter. I help with blind accessibility needs on the intranets. If you have a friend or if you yourself are blind, I can help find you a game and find you helpful things that'll make it playing it more fun. If you're a sightling just wanting information about how to make it easier for the blind to play, contact me too and I can help you out with that. And if you're an indie developer that needs an accessibility pass on your creation, I'll do that for free. Just contact me and I'll help. I play Red, a Raptor Ranger. which is kind of cool. I have 2 R's. I didn't think of that. Okay.
Thank you very much, Temple. We'll carry on clockwise around the screen to Rena996. Hey, Rena.
Hi, so I'm Rena, at Rena996 on Twitter and Tumblr. What do? I'm a queer Latinx TTRPG enthusiast. I am trying to work on making my own stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Probably nowhere. And I am playing Scarponi, the Hudengalis druid, today.
Okay, thank you. And next around, we have the teaching DM. Oh, hi, Jen.
Hi, I'm the teaching DM. I also go by Jen. If you want to find me, I'm the teaching DM on Twitter. I'm a huge TTRPG enthusiast, and I've currently been bringing it to the middle school level so we can get the next generations of gamers going.
Yes. One thing I wish we could do more. Unfortunately, Twitch TOS prevents us from working with anyone under 18. But when I get the opportunity to, I love working with kids. That bigger picture, right? The bigger picture, the future. Think about it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next around the screen, and last but most certainly not least, a wonderful friend and a great person in general, Jess. Also slightly red.
Oh, hi. How dare you? How dare you say nice things about me? Rude. Hi, I'm Jess. You can find me at @go_GG in all the places. And here today, I am playing Sunny, the Scufflaw fighter, Gerbine, little mouse person, tough as nails, too many weapons, slightly afraid of heights, but very... Slightly, extremely, maybe. But very excited to be here. Always love this game. So, yes. I actually had something to... I wanted to... Oh, they, them pronouns for Sunny. I just want to specify because sometimes I forget to shout that out. But yeah.
Hey, no worries. And as always, as a general note for anyone in chat wondering what the etiquette around pronouns is, if you get corrected, don't apologize. Just correct yourself and continue. And in that way, you normalize pronouns without making a big thing of it. Okay, just apologizing and stuff tends to shift the attention away from the actual issue, which is the misgendering, and shifts it towards your mistake, which we don't like. Correct, continue. Thank you. Thank you for the raid as well. Babs the Bat coming in. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. We have 30 seconds left. We're 50% of the way through a level 4 hype train. Who knows? Maybe we'll stay there. If we do hit level 4, then everyone will be drawing from the deck of many to start, which is always fun. And if we don't, everyone gets two things. Nat 20s, that's the word. Hi, I've had 2 cups of coffee and I'm still getting there.
Love it.
Who would like to recap last session? Specifically looking at Jess and Temple. And yes, of course, Rena and Jen have done a lot of homework.
Temple, do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I can do it.
Okay.
We climbed the tree, the big tree, which was an experience in itself because Sunny, well, is seriously scared of that kind of thing. And I went and talked to the council up at the very tippy top of the tree. I acquired a t-shirt that says I've been here to the tree and met the council. And all I got was this dumb t-shirt. And we went and rested for the evening at one of our new friends' house out on the swaying branches, which was another experience for Sunny to get to. And while we were resting there was an attack by outlaws and brigands down below on the ground. And we took the quick way to get down there, where Red told Sunny she had to choose one weapon, or they had to choose one weapon. And we dove off the branch, and I glided to the ground with Sunny gripped tightly, And
Screaming the whole way.
Thanks to the fact that we got the nat 20s last week, I didn't auger in and kill us both, which is what would have happened. And we landed and got into a big old brouhaha, a word that's not used enough anymore. And Sunny went unconscious. That's a per episode thing. Just look for it.
I think
Sad
I
but true.
almost went unconscious 4 times, but I didn't actually go unconscious. I was like yo-yoing the whole fight. It was Bast went unconscious, I think, right? Our hedgehog cleric friend.
That's right, yeah.
That's right.
And I had just hit level 2 last episode and totally forgot that I now have spells and could heal. So,
You could have healed.
so yeah, Red's not the smartest bird in the tree. He's a little focused on shooting arrows at people.
But he's the best thing to come out of the sticks.
He is. And we successfully drove off the bandits, saved the caravan, and went back up into the tree for a nice, well-deserved rest. And I don't remember anything after that.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You went and had a well-deserved rest. Now, Red, Sunny, you get a pretty good rest. As in, you're able to fall asleep quite easily because you were doing a lot of physical exertion. But unfortunately, the sleep doesn't last long. Only very just long enough to grant you a long rest. Because in the morning, there is turmoil in the city. You hear voices. The branch starts shaking violently as hundreds of feet start walking towards the city center. Before we see what you two do, let's find out about was it Scarponi?
Scarponi.
Scarponi. I think I might have the I and the O the wrong way around in your name on the overlay. I'll change that in a second. Scarponi and Crossin are doing here in the capital city. Let's start with you, Rena.
You know, I had put this all together and then it just fell apart at the very last second. So, Scarponi is just kind of a wandering sort of boy. He's got his boots, he's got his stuff. He spends a lot of time wandering through the woods, which is kind of how he grew into becoming a druid. So he just likes to go places and help. That's what he wants to do in this world. He just wants to help.
Yeah, I immediately relate to that. Good lad. Okay. So specifically, why might you be in the city? Perhaps did you hear about this attack and have you just arrived throughout the night? I mean, it only happened like hours ago, but there has been a lot of banditry problems around the city. Or would you be less combat helpful thinking? Would you be thinking maybe to come and help the refugees? There's a refugee problem in the city. There's not enough food for anyone.
It's definitely the refugees then. It's definitely he wants to come and lend a feather, I guess, and see what he can do to help those people who have been displaced because he understands that feeling.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know, the city's burning. There's criminals on the roads everywhere taking advantage of the people moving. Yeah, there's a lot of refugees that need help at the minute. Okay, fantastic. And how about Crossin?
Crossin is wandering the town, of course, with all the refugees there and the bandit attacks. It's getting harder and harder for him and his little family's business to get supplies in. So he's just kind of wandering around looking for good deals. And, you know, if there's errant things on the street that have been left or dropped there, well, they're not going to be missed. They might make it back into the collection.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense to me. Trying to take advantage of the city and provide for your family. Did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll come to you two in a second then. So, also thank you very much, everyone. We hit a level 3 hype train, which means everyone gets two nat 20s. They've been updated on the screen now. And Sunny, Red, you have some advantages left over from last week too. Thank you very much for that support, everyone. Love you. Sunny Red, you will be rudely awakened by the dustman. Sorry, I couldn't help but finish the song lyric. You are rudely awakened by the tree shaking heavily as birds are hopping towards the center.
What's happening?
I think it's time to get up.
But why? What's Where are you going? Hey, like Sunny turns to like a bird running by. Is like, hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going? Hey, like, and for everyone that goes by, they're just like, what's happening? Hey, someone stop and tell us what's happening!
The council has to do something! And hop, 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 hop. Too
Darn
angry
this
to fly.
inherently cute
Too
game.
angry to fly. You know?
What? Red, what do you think they mean? The council has to about the bandits? About the fire?
I think so. I think it's about the attack last night.
Okay, so we're rushing to see the council.
Well, we were supposed to go see him anyway today. Remember, they told us that they would talk about what we talked to them about yesterday and get back to us, and we need to go see him today, right?
That's right. Oh my gosh, we need to. These people are gonna try and speak to the council before us. Red, we gotta go. And Sunny grabs Red and is like, "Come on, we gotta hurry, hurry."
Wait. Get your bag full of weapons.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, Sunny already had several things, like, even as they were sleeping, they still had several weapons strapped to them. But they were like, "Girl, you're right. I can't miss this one, and this one, and this one." Shouldn't go anywhere without my trusty dozen different weapons.
Don't forget that pack.
It's important. I need it. I need it for poking things that are far away from me.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll help you through. Don't worry. I wouldn't drop you.
Okay, let's go.
If by some chance you do happen to slip off the branch,
No, don't say that.
let go of your backpack, because I can't
Right.
catch you and fly you to the ground if you're holding that.
Okay, got it.
We will fly, but we'll just fly straight down and very fast.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Okay, I'll assist Sunny to get them across the bouncy branches to the main part of the tree.
Yeah, and like in the style of branches, these bird folk seem like they've, it seems like this is almost a daily ritual. This is just like their commute, I guess, as the branches dance left, right, up and down as they all hop on it. They all seem to just be carrying on as though this is normal. You see perhaps another Jabin on all fours holding onto a branch.
That's what I'm doing. I'm fully like on all fours, like clambering across with like my claws like fully in the branch, like
you can make your way to the center. As you reach the outer ring, the very furthest ring of the marketplace, for everyone, the city is built in a tree. The central marketplace being like on the trunk branches out into several large branches. Branch wasn't the best verb to use there. But which make roads. But there is a large center in the middle that forms a plateau, almost like a tree that's been cut. It hasn't, it's natural, but there's a large plateau which contains the market in rings, like the inside of a tree. Even the outer ring of the market is bustling manically with people. It's full of bird folk, gerbines, the occasional Vulpin. Maybe you see from that window again in one of the side walls that Vulpin that Vulpin fox staring out of the window down at you with its like fluffy white fur as it sees you again. There's no way you're easily gonna be able to push through this crowd towards the stairway to the to the council. In fact, you can see the stairway to the council. You can see people climbing up it, all bird folk. Some are even falling off and having to fly back up to get back on and start again. They can't even fly back on there. It's chaos up there. As you are walking towards the center, you are going to trip over a certain individual who has noticed a discarded gold piece on the ground as you bump into Crossin.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Hi there.
Hello. Are you?
It's all
This is yours.
No, it's not mine. You go ahead and have it. It's somebody left it there.
All right. Thank you.
It's easy to give away stuff that don't belong to you.
Anything will help.
And why don't we get a description of your characters now that you've met each other? Also, I think Scarponi, you will witness this encounter as you see perhaps you're administering to like a homeless Vulpin or something in the. Does that sound about right? Maybe giving them water in the morning. Yeah.
Yes.
You're very close by. You see this. You see which one of you stumbles into them? By the way, is it Sunny or Red?
It can be Red.
Red. Careen into Crossin, and then you're there for the encounter. What do we all look like?
All right. So Crossin has jet black feathers over most of his body. His beak is long and black with shiny black eyes. He has a black, heavy cotton hooded cloak around him. He tries to hide his weapons beneath his cloak so no one really notices him because he obviously wants to, be less noticeable. And then you also notice he has a very simple chain around his neck that has a burning branch inside of the little sort of glass stone.
I feel like, in contrast, I would say, Scarponi is a very run-of-the-mill sort of looking fellow. He's got what some people would say are dirty brown feathers, just like a very muted brown. He does not stand out at all. He's carrying, a pack, a couple of weapons. He's got his belt wrapped around some brown robes. It's monochromatic. And then on his feet are some not very well put together brown boots. So you almost don't notice him until he comes up to you.
Red is a very small, only slightly bigger than Sunny, red-tailed hawk raptor, wearing red leather armor and with a huge longbow that towers above him. And he is anxious to get places and do things and become a big damn hero. So he misses things like people bending over to pick up gold pieces and stuff on the ground all the time. And and would just totally slam into you. He's sorry about it, but
Sunny is a very small little Drbeen, which is like a little mouse person. They are kind of a mousy brown. Oh, sorry. Haha. And they are covered. They have like they have like simple, protective, very damaged leathers on that have seen a lot of battle in a short amount of time. And they have a big old backpack that is just like covered in weapons. They have a giant great sword that is like larger than them strapped across their back, as well as like a pole arm and like who knows what else. You can't even, but like they're like clickety clacketing because they've got so much stuff.
Welcome in Raiders, Homic Smash. Thank you so much for raiding. Praise the metal, it comes from hell. We appreciate you. So. we're all there, right? We're all together. We're just
Yes.
about introducing ourselves. When you see a man, well, a kind of a dove, a very large crested dove though, covered in chainmail, with a plume, which you're not quite sure whether it's a part of his helmet or they made just a hole in their helmet for their plumage to come out of. Difficult to say. White plume. They stand atop a branch just above the market. You will see on their chainmail, it's got the official Alderheart crest on it, and you can see a mark of insignia shining on their shoulder. This is the captain of the guard. This cannot be allowed to continue! A silence falls across the crowd as he booms, projecting his voice. Her voice, actually, you realize it's a woman. Scratch says actually reading the book. These bandits strike at our home, at our livelihood, and at our dignity as citizens of the wood. Well, I say no more! The time has come for us to stop this menace once and for all. Who's with me? And you hear at first a small cheer from nearby. You might see a Strigg knight stand up, actually, not wearing city armor at all. This looks like a very fancy armored knight, stand and say, I am with you! And people begin cheering.
I think a riot's about to break out.
Whatever's going on, it's not good.
We heard some of them saying they were gonna go talk to the council, but we already had a meeting with the council, so we should be there first.
Yeah.
Then best course of action would probably be get the attention of Captain of the Guard, so that way you can get through this crowd.
Well, I mean, but they're not wrong, though. They do have a bandit problem.
Did
We
you
all
talk
have
to
a
the-
bandit problem.
Yes, this is very true.
Interrupting you without really knowing, because, you know, they're quite far away. They continue. The bandits are on the run. We dealt a heavy blow to them yesterday, and we should capitalize on that now. I hereby swear you all in as militia. Should you be willing to come with us, we will take the fight to them and rout them from their hold nearby. The council is completely closed today in light of last night's events. Do not bother them with this. This is a time for martial law.
Is there ever a time for martial law?
Yeah, I mean, look at Scrat. Like, don't look at me. I'm just reading the book. That's so good. I'm sorry.
Red will look at the two new friends that are standing here, and we've been talking a little bit. Hi, I'm Red.
Scarponi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it's real nice to meet you.
Well, hello, Red and Scarponi. I'm Crossin.
Hi, Crossin.
Like crossing the street. Crossing the road.
Yes.
Y'all, this is my friend Sonny, the bravest fighter in the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. That part's true. Absolutely true. Definitely. I mean, you're welcome. They call out to the guard who was just talking about how good a job they did getting rid of the bandits yesterday. Yeah, we did that. We were like, us and some other folk, like, we had a big hand taking out that whole bandit problem. You know, we're pretty good. We're pretty tough.
As if to emphasize that point. The guard captain says, gather your weapons if you have them. Gather your potions if you have them. If you cannot fight or heal, you can help us ferry equipment around as we make this journey. Prepare yourselves, friends. And flutters down towards you two, Sunny and Red.
Retro.
lands nearby. I saw your exploits last night. I would enlist your help today if you're willing.
Well, yeah, I'm always looking to fight evil or evildoers or people thinking about doing evil or anything along them lines.
Yeah, if they even think about doing any of that evil, we're here. We're here to stop them. Stop none of that evil. We don't put up with any of that.
I can do some healing. I mean, I'm willing to help no matter what.
Ooh, healing is very, very, very good.
With a flourish of his cloak, Crossan shows his 2 daggers and his short swords, and I'm willing to help as long as it means getting business back to my family as soon as possible.
Striking this blow will help the entire city sort out its problems. This will help everyone. We finally have them we have them. We have them on the defensive at last. We can help everyone or clear up the roads, everything. This is going to be a decisive action. This will go in the history books.
Captain, sir, if I could ask a question.
Go on.
Me and Sonny here, we had an appointment to talk with the council today. They wanted us to come back because there's stuff going on out there in the wood, and we were bringing disastrous messages. And I realize there's priorities and things, but if we go and help do this with you today, can you what's that word? Expedite.
That was it. That was a very big word, Red. Good job.
Yeah.
Yes,
Expedite us meeting with the council.
Of course. Unfortunately, the last word I heard from the council is that they need to deliberate on events, and that I should do whatever I thought was best and cancel all their appointments.
That's fine. Just we'll go shoot bandits. I got plenty of errors in my error bucket. All we got to do is point me at them. I'm good at that.
Excellent. I'm going to organize this militia. I know some people will want to fight who aren't, and we need to at least put some kind of age thing in here to protect the young. Prepare yourselves and get ready to move out on the camp.
Me and Sonny's ready. We're always
As you
ready.
wish.
They
I
do
mean,
a
if we
vertical takeoff. Okay, it's hard for a dove to do, but they do it. Vertical takeoff and swing back round. You can tell they're military trained. Vertical takeoffs. Wow.
Dang, in armor and everything.
Yeah.
They fancy, yo.
wish I could do that.
I just basically have a guided fall.
You are alone?
All right.
Well, maybe we ought to go down to the ground. They got to go there eventually, and we could avoid the rush.
That would probably be best. Would you guys like to know a shortcut down there?
Does it involve jumping off the tree? Because we did do that one time, and I don't like it very much. That's like an emergency only type thing.
It doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be.
Wow. Surprise me. Is it something else?
That would be
Climbing
fun.
down.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Lead
All
the
right.
way.
As you begin to walk away, Sonny, you feel a tug at your hip.
Oh no! Isn't someone stealing more stuff from me? I turn around and I swat with my hands without even looking. I'm like, not with a weapon in hand, with an empty paw. I am pawing away.
Yeah,
What's that? What are you doing? What's going on?
Catch a young Jabin at holding of the rose sword, and you swat them, and they're like, "Ow!"
What's that you got there?
He holds up the rose sword like it's a great sword in his tiny hands. We want to help.
Well, you can help
You can see
by
his two brothers
not.
appear behind him.
You can help by not stealing people's things. Firstly, that's a start. And I like snatch back the rose sword all meanly. And then like Sunny kind of grumbles for a second and is like, it's good that you want to help. That part's good. But I don't think that means you should go out into war. A lot of people are going to leave the tree, and the tree is going to be left unguarded. So maybe the best thing you can do is stay here and guard the tree.
Can y'all do that?
Their eyes go real big.
Crossan reaches into his belt bag where he had placed the gold coin and holds it out. The best thing you could do to help right now is maybe get some food for your family and stay inside where it's safe.
Child takes the gold coin and immediately like gives it and just passes it back, and between the two brothers it goes missing. And you see a fourth Jabin, a slightly younger girl Jabin with a little pink frock and a teddy bear dragging in the mud, appears and goes, okay. These are all dirty. They look like they haven't had their clothes changed for a while.
Well, you know, if you Red, should I tell them to go visit Eliza? Maybe she can help them?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay, now here's the thing. No stealing. You keep your little paws clean, all right? You hear me? And we have a friend in the tree. She's real nice. She's right over there in the market. Her name's Eliza. Yeah, exactly like that. That's great. Good. And by clean, I also mean like metaphorically clean by not stealing. All right? Eliza is a nice person, but she also has a lot of nice stuff. And the only way she's gonna help you is if you don't steal her stuff. All right?
The second brother to the right. We got to steal.
Why do you need to steal?
We lost Mom and Dad in the fire. We need to eat.
You do need to eat.
Yeah.
Can
I take
Sonny
out?
Red,
Yeah.
You might remember the council talking about all the refugees and not being able to
Yeah.
help them because they didn't have enough food to...
I'm gonna take out, like, I have 10 rations. I take out, like, the majority of them, and I, like, just heap them onto these children. Like, here's pretty much, like, almost all the food I have. Take this. And go tell Eliza that Sunny and Red sent you, and she'll probably, you know, and, fine, here, take this, and I'm gonna give them, Crossan already gave them 1 gold, right? I'm gonna give them 2 more pieces of gold.
I'd help you out with gold, but I done spent all my gold on this here tunic. Yeah.
Oh, gee. Thanks. They take the coins, and between them they go, Eliza, yeah, we know that place. I mean, yeah, we know that place. And they conspire quickly, and then one of the older ones grabs the young Jabin girl's hand, and they make their way across to Eliza's, making their way through the crowd like butter.
Yeah. And when we get back, we're gonna talk about that stealing and how you're not doing it anymore, right? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Do you think they'll really stop stealing?
I don't know, but you know, if they're very skilled, clearly they're very good. They are very good at it, let me tell you. And I just think they could use that skills for other things.
I mean, I agree 100%.
Until this all dies down, unfortunately, it's only going to be on the rise. Once fears die down and people can go back to their homes and start rebuilding, it's not going to be pretty, so...
Yeah, I don't want them going out in the field, but I want them to be feeling like they're useful and, getting up to useful stuff to help around the tree. And I bet they could be, kept busy and their skills put to use. And then hopefully in that way they can take care of themselves and not steal things. And I'm like restrapping my rose sword back to my side.
Duly noted.
Well,
And you
then-
see Crossan kind of like shift his pouch back towards underneath his cape.
Just a smart.
Shall we make our way down?
Yes. And I'm gonna take out the rope and hold it out to Red and like tie it. Sunny has a rope that they tie around themselves, and then they offer the other end to Red so that if they fall out of the tree, Red can.
Red ties it around his waist too.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. And Sunny is slightly more confident about this tree trip this time.
Okay, so as you make your way back down, as much as you remember, lots of bustling there and jostling. People are, trying to make their way around. Some people are coming up, not knowing what's going on. Some are going down. Okay. I don't know if this reference will work. How many of you have been to London?
Nope.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Let's see if this analogy still works. Imagine a New York subway with no New Yorkers, just people who don't know how it works.
Oh dear.
I get that. Yeah.
That's what the stairways are like at the minute. It's just turmoil. I was thinking of the underground with nothing but tourists.
Yeah.
No one's standing on the left. Everyone's angry. It's a nightmare. You can make your way down, but it's going to take you a little time. It takes you a few hours before you get to the base of the tree.
Sonny, this would be a lot quicker if I just jumped with us and we could get down there.
Okay. I have a plan.
Okay.
Here's my plan. You three I'll jump out. And then I'll just scamper through this crowd real quick. I do, as a Dravine, I do have nimbleness and I can move through spaces of other creatures very quickly.
Yes.
If you think that if you'll be okay, I mean, you're a mite small.
I will be okay on the stairs.
You seem a lot more confident.
Yes, I feel much better. Now that I know my options, and the options are jump out of the tree or go down these stairs, I'm much more confident in these stairs now.
Well, we
Word
have
for the wise.
Uh-huh.
Stay low, stay in the middle. It gets caught up on the sides.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And you can see Sunny's already like sizing up the crowd and is already like planning their little their escape through this crowd.
We have 100% success rate at jumping out the tree.
Yeah, and I'm good with keeping it at that rate by not trying to mess with it.
I don't think we should force anybody to do anything they don't want to do.
Oh no! Last night they went along willingly.
It's true. I did. That's because it was an emergency. But now, I really think look, and like Sunny is like in like ready to like, when you're like at a track meet and you like go down one leg to like get ready to like sprint. Sunny's like, I think I can do this. I can make it through this crowd. Red, trust me. Y'all go ahead and you jump down that tree and I will meet you down there.
All right. Red will move to the edge and get ready to jump off, and then at the last minute remembers and unties the rope from around and gives it back to Sunny.
Oh dear.
Here, you take that. I give you the rope, so it's one less thing I have to carry.
Thank you. I'm just glad I remember.
So, your descent is swift. Sunny, yours is... I mean, you are a Jabin, and you emulate almost those 4 orphans. as you can nimbly slide between these large birdfolk creatures' legs, and you know, especially the vulpins and all these big creatures. They got nice big gaps between and around their legs.
There's already a nice downward momentum of the stairs, so sometimes when there's like nice big gaps, I just like slide, like woo.
I see her turning the wrong way occasionally, and the big weapon she's carrying knock people down. Or
Yeah. Yeah. The trail of weapons. There is, like, you can make through easily. Okay, it is in the book. Jabin can make through easily. Not so sure about great swords. So I think behind you there is a lot of whoa, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. Excuse me, watch out! I gotta go.
At one point, you knock into a hedgehog who immediately poofs into a ball, ruining their clothes altogether as their spines pierce through their tunic, and you just hear from the inside of the thing, "Oh, fluff!" And before you know it, the four of you are reunited at the bottom of the tree. Now, most birds can fly, so Scarponi, Red, Crossin, you will see the guard captain is already down here, and already bird folk are forming militia-style battalion type fists of units, you know, and they're getting ready to move out swiftly. Behind the guard captain, you can see down the road. There is a very clear trail following the bandits' retreat. You remember they all grabbed stuff before they went? Well, one of them happened to grab a bag of straw, which was open, and there's bits of straw everywhere. Another one grabbed some jewels, and there's bits of jewels and stuff are lying around. It's very obvious. Like, you don't need to have tracking to follow this. They might as well have painted a big arrow saying bandit hideout this way on the road. Okay? And the guard captain is there and ready.
Crossin is down on the ground with the group looking, but every sort of errant jewel or two, he kind of like paws at it with his feet and like slowly picks it up and then slowly puts it in his belt bag.
Yeah.
Red'll march right up to the guard captain and say, "Where you want us? We're ready to go. Just tell me what to shoot."
Let's see. Well, I saw you were both great fighters, perhaps at the front, but we should maybe scout ahead first.
I'm a heck of a scout. I scout. I scout when I don't even know I'm scouting.
They look at you quizzically for a second. Yeah. And then
hey, we could send Wilbur here on ahead. He nobody ever sees him.
If you all could just check the Zoom chat for me, I'd appreciate that. They look at you and they go, Today will be an encounter, certainly. There's likely to be a lot of injury, at least. Do any of your party know of healing?
I can do some healing.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Unfortunately, I do not.
I just remembered I can heal.
Again, they look at you quizzically. It's not so much what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. You know? Like, okay, well, perhaps then, some of you would, yes, you four seem quite well balanced. In fact, you have a scout, you have they gesture to Sunny, you have this, and
Yeah.
And you have
Sunny flexes.
you have healing. By all means, feel free to go to make your own unit. We will attack them with a full-on assault. I think you could be in a team to infiltrate their fortress and take out their leaders.
I owe one of their leaders from last night. We had an old-fashioned error fight, and I got some errors in me, and they got some errors in them, and I want my errors back.
Okay, good. All right, and he looks around at the people gathering, and she looks around at the people. You know what? Fuck it. They're fluid. They look around and they mostly female today. I think that's enough. Okay. And again, she flies up to a branch, looks down at everyone. Okay. Anyone who hasn't made it down so far can join the second wave of offense. For now, this will be what we attack with. There's enough here to give them a good showing for, based on how many were out here last night. Today we don't defend, we attack, and they don't think they'll be expecting it. Form up, everyone. We're moving out.
Let's go, y'all.
That's us too. Yep.
That is us too.
We'll lead off then, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the captain leads off as well, and you see the Strig Knight leading another group. And you all head off down this clear trail. Clear trail. After a short while, you see a corvum seemingly appear out of the tree. Very good stealth check on their part. And they look at you all, grab a wing, and go. And the captain turns to you and goes, "Ah, yes, we're here."
Is that what that meant? I thought they wanted us to steal third.
Yes.
They look, who's on third?
Winks. Wing signals are better for silence.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, okay.
And as you all creep around this bend in the road, you see it there. A wooden balustrade has been made against a section of natural wall in the in this forest. There's a ridge here. Looks like it's almost been cut neatly. Perhaps this was once a quarry. And there's one entrance that you can see, and it looks, big enough to house maybe 40 or 50 bandits, which from the number of bandits there were last night tells you they're not all here, because there was about 100 last night.
And we managed to get rid of half of them, right?
You managed to break them and they ran.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got rid of 2 of them, right?
More than 2.
Yeah!
Anyone else feel like this might be set up for a trap?
Yeah, I thought I smelled ambush on the way up here.
Yeah, this doesn't feel right. Not at all.
The guard captain looks to you and goes, "Circle round. I think there's another entrance." And you can see the people behind him, most of them villagers who have had, lost people to the last night's ambush, gripping their staves tightly, looking angry, and they're raring to go. He goes, "I'm going to have to give the command to charge soon. As soon as you hear us roar, make your way in."
Okay,
All right.
that's good.
It's a good thing you
Right,
picked us for
sounds
this
good.
attack, too. That's where we belong, is on the offense. I've been told I'm very offensive.
Thank you very much for the raid, Jay Britton. We're about to go on the offensive. As you make your way around the trees, it's less than 2 minutes before you hear a chorus of yells from this makeshift army, and there's sounds of surprise from inside the compound, and then very soon after, the sounds of arrows whizzing through the air, steel clashing together, and the sounds of combat.
Oh.
That's our cue, right?
Yep.
That is our cue.
And
Do you think we should follow the rest of the crowd, or do you think we should go a different way?
Do you see a different way?
I think we should try and sneak around and find a way in. He wanted us to infiltrate, didn't he?
We could do that. I could look around and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone see a different way?
Scrat, does this look like it's been built in a hurry?
No. This looks reasonably fortified. You can see this balustrade is made out of all sharpened logs, which you can't knock up overnight. And, you know, there's maybe... there's a lot of logs, you know. It's probably going to take at least a couple of...
Are there any trees that, like, overhang it that they weren't smart enough to cut down?
No, there is a bit of a clearing, as it seems they took the trees from this area.
Right.
Now, is it on a cliff that goes back into sort of like a raised hill area, or does the ground continue level after the cliff?
It looks like grassy tiers. So you have maybe a 20-foot plateau, then another 20-foot plateau, then another 20-foot plateau, and it goes back like that, which further increases the belief that maybe this was once a quarry.
Right.
All right.
Well, maybe we could cut through them there logs and get in past it. Sonny, could you squirm in between them things?
Does it look like if I were to take my backpack off, could I? And maybe I only took like a few weapons with me. Could I maybe fit in there?
So the logs are bound together tightly.
Right.
Okay, but as a Gerbine, I can fit anywhere I can fit my face.
Like,
Have you heard that about mice?
I mean, tightly.
Dang it.
You can see an opening though. Like, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Let's see how good Red scouts without knowing he's scouting.
Okay, it's red.
No, everyone can do this.
Everyone can do it? Okay.
Yeah, bandwagon it. Why not?
I got a 17.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah, just go right for that.
Go for it.
Well, that didn't work out any better than before.
Y'all have, if anyone wants, y'all have nat 20s as well. We all have a few things.
Don't use that here, though. Don't use that here.
I'm just saying. Like yeah, you have those.
I mean...
So,
don't need it.
Don't need it.
Red doesn't know. Red was looking off in the wrong direction. He's got a 9.
Yeah, red wall compound. The rest of you can see that the wall, it looks solid at first, but as you tilt your head left and right, you can see there's an opening there between two sets of walls. See, as your view shifts. However, this is surrounded by what looks like bushes that have perhaps been planted. Maybe they were once the tops of trees. It seems they've left cover around the balustrade. As much as it's cleared and there's no tree cover, there's still foliage.
Is this one of them fortresses that if you squint at it, you see a sailboat?
No, it looks very heavily fortified and easily to defend.
Well,
but perhaps... can I use seed speech to figure out what these bushes are, whether they were the tops of trees or whatever?
Sure. How does this look?
So Scarpone's gonna walk over to the bushes and just kind of like kneel down the way that you kind of do when you're talking to a toddler.
I'm afraid
I'm
gonna have to stop you right there.
Oh
As
gosh.
you approach the bush and kneel down, I need everyone to roll initiative as a Mapak bandit jumps out from behind the bush and attacks you. So they're going to get a free attack on you. Everyone, please roll me some initiative.
Ooh.
The red got a 12.
Nice. Nice.
And mine's a 17.
Scene, could someone track initiative for me?
Yeah, sorry. I'll grab it.
No, it's okay. As the scene unfolds, as one of them jumps out, getting an opportunity attack on you, Scarponi, as a surprise attack rather, you see there are actually 5 Mapak bandits, all told, that jump out of these bushes to attack. The first one's going to get this attack on you, and then we're going to go into initiative order. So, does a 14 hit you?
Yes, it does. It very much hits me.
They jump out, stabbing you for 4 piercing damage.
Ooh. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Then I think next up is typically our initiative tracker, Jess. So the Mapak bandit lunges wildly with their sword. It seems to plunge deep, but you're able to just dodge aside a little bit so it doesn't catch any of your vital organs. They look rugged, with matted fur and a grizzled complexion. Their teeth seem to drip with strange ichor, and their tongue is slightly blackened as though they've been eating blackjacks. How much more time do you need, Jess? You good?
No, I got it. Well, it's my... Sorry, Scarponi got 17, right? You said?
Yes, for initiative, yeah.
And then Red, sorry, what'd Red get?
Red got a 12.
12. Okay, so then...
Dice gods have abandoned me.
That's not bad. Okay, so first it's Sunny. Oddly.
That's you.
It's me. Well, okay, so I'm gonna say that Sunny had already dropped their pack because they thought they were gonna be wiggling through stuff, so they dropped their pack. But they'd been sizing up which weapon they were gonna take in with them if they could only take a few. And so they're holding their great sword and they're like, oh gosh, and they go running towards the bush, and they're just going to do the thing where they barely can lift up their great sword because it's bigger than them, and then just kind of drop it down in the direction of a baddie. That is a 24 to hit.
No, that misses. Yeah, of course it hits.
Okay, I understand. It's fine. That will be 12 slashing damage against whichever bandit had jumped forward. That's who
the
they're...
one that attacks Scarponi?
Yeah, that's who they're
Sunny,
gonna...
as you dive in to rescue
It's just
Scarponi,
a reaction.
You certainly haven't beat around the bush here.
Oh,
You fell them in a single blow. How does this look?
It's honestly just a reaction. Sunny is just reacting because Scarponi got attacked, and I think they just saw this out of the corner of their eye, and they literally just went ah, and just like kind of like, you know when you like accidentally hit a friend because someone spooks you, and you just like wham, like they're literally just like whoop.
I'm immediately reminded of that basketball meme for Halloween when the guy jumps out of the bin in the mask and the guy just socks him and just goes.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's basically what it is.
Well, yeah, that Mapak goes down heavily. They regret everything.
Yeah. Don't spook people like that. That's rude.
Do you have any other actions on your turn?
I think I'll stop there for now because I think Sunny will take a bonus action to scold. Please.
Okay. Then in that case, who's next?
It's the first bandit. They all just say Mapak. So whichever Mapak got a nat 20.
Okay. So another one of the Mapak rushes forward, seeing you destroy everything, like no. They're gonna rush forward with their short sword and attack you, Sunny.
That's
Does
fair.
a 19 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Let the beatings commence. 3 piercing damage.
Ouch. Hey, well, you started this.
You're attacking our base!
Stop being bandits then. It's Crossan next.
Alright, so Crossan is going to rush forward and try to stab at one of the bandits with his rapier.
Okay, please do.
Alright.
10. Unfortunately, this does not hit. You catch the leather armor of this Mapak, and they're able to around your blade, so you sort of stab through them, but you don't do any damage.
Alright.
Anything else on your turn?
I don't think I can really do anything else. I can try and... Yeah, no, I don't think I can do anything else currently this turn. I will actually use Cunning Action to go ahead and disengage the one Mapak I tried to attack.
By all means, by all means. And for everyone in chat as well, Mapak are like raccoon-style creatures. So these look like, you know, the feral raccoons that you see. Not the cute ones that are cutely snacking, but when you try and... Imagine trying to take a sandwich from a raccoon. That's what these Mapak look like. Okay? Who's next?
It's another Mapak. I don't know which one was the first one we took out.
That was number 1, so this is number 3. Okay, Mapak number 3 is going to take their bow and fire at Red in the back. Completely unprecedented. Completely unprecedented.
He's just being a jerk now.
It's a 5. Deserves what he gets. There you go. It misses.
I don't know. He looked like he was a pretty good shot. Yeah, that misses.
Yeah.
It's Scarpone next.
Scarpone.
Okay. Also kind of on instinct as a reaction, I'm going to use poison spray.
Okay,
So
yeah, sure.
The Constitution saving throw.
Okay, and which Mapak is this? The one that rushed forward to attack Sunny?
Yes.
Okay, so they fail the save, taking 1 point of poison damage. It sort of like wafts over them and then...
Your mouth. Wash your hands.
They do not sneeze into their shoulder. Clearly evil aligned.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have put a content warning on that. Next.
Next is Red.
Red.
Well, I'm going to shoot at the guy that shot at Red. If you're going to shoot arrows at me, you're going to have to do better than that, son. And I will shoot him with my longbow. 21.
I think maybe that hits. Only just.
The dice gods have not forsaken me after all. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. Oh, 10 points of damage. Smack. Eat arrow, bandit.
And indeed, the bandit does eat arrow. Red, this is a killing blow. How's it look?
It catches him square in the forehead, right between the eyes, and he just pitches over backwards. Boom.
Yep. Pitches over backwards, a fluffy tail comes up.
Yeah,
Falls
yeah.
gently down.
Legs sticking straight up in the air.
There's 3 more. The next 3 are the 3 more Mapak, although one of them is... 2 of them are dead now, actually. I don't know which ones those were. You want me to just cross out 2 of them?
Yeah, so I've got 1 down, 3 down. I've still got 4 and 5 up, so I guess it's 4 and 5's turn?
Sure, yeah.
Great. So 4 is going to rush forward, also trying to take out Sunny. Does a 20 hit you, Sunny?
Oh yeah, definitely.
8 piercing damage this time. Big dice roll from that one. He's scared.
Yep.
The other one, they're trying to take out the big damage dealers here, okay? They're going to shoot an arrow at Red. Does a 12 hit you, Red?
It does not. I watch it go by and hit the tree next to me.
do you take the arrow?
Yeah. I'll throw it in my arrow bucket.
Okay, next up.
So then it's back to the top of the order.
Sunny.
Yep, so it's
You
me.
have 2 Mapok on you.
Hey, listen! You can't just leave! Just letting you know! And I'm gonna just swing wildly again. I've warned you! Does a 19 hit?
19 hits, yes.
And that is 10 slashing damage.
So within, I mean, because you haven't had a bonus action or anything yet, so it's not going to be a
No.
full 6-second round. So within about 1 to 3 seconds, you say, you can leave if you want, and then murder this Mapok.
I'm trying to give them options, okay?
You had 2 seconds to think.
I'm gonna start swinging wildly, and if you're in my way, that's not my fault.
I'm going to walk towards you doing this. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's
this
Sunny
work?
for you.
How does
It is in fact just a as they're shouting like, you should get out of here, smash, just like thumps. I know that it's a sword and it does slashing damage, but I always imagine it as bludgeoning because I don't think Sunny is terribly skilled with it, so I honestly always just imagine it's like whomp, like it's just a big bonk. And so yeah, I think they just go down like a sack of potatoes next to their friend. Like,
You're probably surprised when you actually cut something.
yeah.
Yeah. My goodness.
Grr, get out of here, I say to the other one. Go.
Is it a club? Is it a sword? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Great. Who's next?
It's, well, that bandit's gone.
I've got
It's
1, 2, and 3 dead now. So.
yeah. So, oh, okay. Well, then that's that one as well. Then it's Crossin.
Crossing.
All right. Crossan is going to take a look at one of the Mapoks and just try to intimidate them into running away or giving them information rather than fighting.
Okay. So give us an intimidation roll first. Okay, 17. So this is going to be very effective. How does this sound?
All right. So Crossan just brings up his rapier and points it under the Mapok's chin and goes, "Listen, where are the rest of you? We know there's not just 5 of you."
Look, all right. Hey. They're inside, you know? They're inside. They're just regrouping.
Is this the only entrance?
No, the other entrance is covered by your people.
Which entrance are they more ready to attack from? This one or the other one?
I mean, there's a few people inside the gate.
So there's a few people inside this gate.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. Run any which way but here, and we will spare your life. Do not alert any of your friends inside. Do you understand?
Looks around at the 3 dead Mapok and doesn't look at the one that is alive. This Mapok flees the field. There is 1 Mapok left.
All right. I believe that would end my turn because that was my action.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Next.
Scarpone.
Gonna go for another poison spray.
Oh. This time, with 9 poison damage, the remaining Mapok looks at his friend Flea and goes, "Where are you going?" And just as his mouth opens, you fill it with this poisonous gas. You see their skin blister and bubble, and then they go a funny green color and flump to the ground. The gate stands open in front of you.
That's a funny green color. Not funny, ha ha, but kind of funny, gross.
It's, you know, it's what happens.
Remind me to watch what I say around you.
I try not. It's fine. Should we go in?
Preston, did they tell you anything useful?
That there's only a few people at this gate. Most are at the place that everybody else is covering. So.
Okay.
An arrow strikes the tree next to Red. You see two Mapuks sitting on that ledge towards the back. They they kneel with crossbows and then duck back down, almost invisible against the landscape. Two Jerbeens near the entrance rush out in a second wave of attack. That is where we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, everyone. So we're going to take 5 minutes. If you're working from home at the moment, and that's not normal, and you've been with us since the beginning, about an hour and a half, that's a great time to get up, stretch your legs, take a bio, grab a drink. Make sure that you're doing all of your functions, you know. Be a functional human being. That's how you do it. Just those 3 simple steps. Remember to wash your hands. We'll be back in 5 minutes. And if you happen to be a potential sponsor with a video asset, you could put your video here. This is a shameless plug from the Scratticus Academy. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We're gonna fling you straight back into combat as two Mapak bandits fire with crossbows from the ledge and Gerbeans rush out from the gate towards our heroes. Let's roll initiative for a second time this episode.
Right.
Oh, dang.
I like to roll nat 20s on initiative.
Dang, that's a lot of... What's that groan? What was that?
That was Red getting an 11.
Oh.
The dice gods mock his frustrations.
So Scrat, those are the two Mapak on top.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, dang! What is with you rolling all these 20s?
Sorry.
Extremely...
Don't sound sorry.
Extremely rude. Okay, hang on. I mean... Sunny has 22, but so does one of the Gerbeans. So it's Gerbeen... It's literally gonna go Gerbeen, Gerbeen, Gerbeen.
Oh god.
All of the Gerbeans.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, I like to put players before enemies, so why don't you go ahead and go first?
There's literally 2 22s and 3 21s. This is the most bonkers initiative I've ever seen. Okay. I have it all down. And then there's that one lonely Mapak who got a 6. Poor.
I'm all alone.
Yeah, so I think we just finished fighting this first round, and I think it's literally for Sunny gonna be another one. Be like, okay, so we're gonna sneak in like and then this Gerbeen comes running out at us, and they just spin around and like smack with their great sword. Like, why do they keep? That's a 21 to hit.
What, is that on one of the Gerbeans?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 21's gonna hit.
And that is 10 damage.
You cut deeply into this Gerbeen, but do not kill them. They are badly hurt. But,
Okay.
Gerbeen number 1, badly hurt, but not dead. They don't make
Okay.
any noise when you hurt them either. They don't make any cries of pain or anything.
Uh-oh.
Do I? Hey, make a noise, why don't you? Stop being so quiet. That's creepy. And then I'm gonna say, I assume that's the one that goes next. Is that your
Sure thing. That is the Gerbeen that's gonna go. Yeah. Next.
Yeah.
They're gonna step 5 feet back from you. They do not disengage.
Oh, so I get another attack?
You do.
Is it? Hey, where are you going, Smack? 16 to hit.
A 16 hits. Yeah.
13.
Oh.
I'm
hits.
sorry.
That hits big time. The Gerbeen, a moment of surprise crosses its face as it tries to duck under your attack.
Yeah.
It did in fact use the dodge action. Didn't matter. You rolled flat 16s. It steps back, tries to dodge, and is very surprised as you just welt it with this.
We're the same size, dum dum.
And down they go. Down they go.
Well, okay, I'm crossing them off the list. Next is Scarpone.
Okay, we'll start with some more poison spray. We'll just give it a little.
Okay,
to
yeah. So
whichever one is closest.
Gerbeen number 2. The others are up on the ridge. They're out of range.
Okay.
That will hit. No, hang on, I need to make a con save. Aha! Meets beats. They resist the poison. They as you fling this poison at them, they simply like
just eat it.
And they're fine.
Fair enough.
Next up,
Jabeen 2.
the Jabeen 2 is going to rush forward and attack you, Scarponi.
Oh.
Here comes 3 attacks.
Oh.
Doesn't actually have a short sword, it has a dagger, but here we go. Attack 1, 18.
Ouch.
Attack 2, 19.
Ouch.
Attack 3, 9.
No.
Please take 6 points of piercing damage all told.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I am unconscious.
Oh.
The Jabeen number 2 rushes forward and like stabby until Scarponi falls to the ground.
Oh no!
Hey, I'm just using basic tactics here. Always attack the magic users first. Next.
Hey, you! Pick on someone your same size!
Who's next up?
Sorry, it's after Jabeen 2, it's Mopok 1.
Mopok 1 is going to take their crossbow and fire at Red. Does a 23 hit you, Red?
That totally misses me. I'd jump behind a tree or a passing motorist. Yes.
Please take 3 piercing damage as the bolt hits you. I know that says short bow. It's actually a crossbow. Next.
Is Crossin.
Crossin.
Crossin will attempt to use both of his daggers to throw at the second Mopok.
Okay.
So
Throwing
1,
dagger attack. Here it comes.
2.
Unfortunately, the Jabeen does a series of acrobatic movements. 1 second it's on its hand, and the next second it's like on one leg, sort of standing on side, and the two daggers miss.
He
Very
just kind of sits there cursing and caws.
Next.
Red.
That ain't how you shoot that. Can I still see the Mopok with the crossbow?
Yes, they have half cover.
All right. That ain't how you shoot these things. I shoot at him.
By all means.
Oh, 23.
That hits.
The way you were saying that, I was wondering if a passing motorist stopped mine. Only 4 points of damage.
Only 4 points of damage. Okay, that's good. That's more manageable.
With my movement, I'll go ahead and move up to where Scarpoli is, though.
Okay. Yeah. You move up to next to Scarponi.
Okay.
Mopok 2.
I think that's all I can do.
Mopok 2 is going to fire on Red also.
Front row.
Does a 17 hit you, Red?
Yes, it does, just slightly.
Please take another 4 piercing damage.
I can take it. That all you can do? I yell at him.
They stay silent.
Why are they so creepy?
I don't know. They're silent but deadly.
I don't like it.
Like
Back to-
Scarpoli's poison spray.
Yeah, we should get inside. Draw them down to us.
Okay.
All right.
I
Okay.
think we're going back to the top of the round now, aren't we?
Yeah, so it's Sunny.
I'll
at the
stay
top.
out here and draw their fire.
Okay. You do that. Good luck. So wait, they open the door to come out, right? And then how far back are the Mopoks that are like up? They're just at the top of the the door, or they're like further back?
So like they're on the ridge of this like quarry-like cliff, and they're prone against the ridge, giving them half cover.
Okay, but I couldn't make it there. Like if I ran.
You could run to the wall, which is maybe 20 feet away, but then you need to climb 20 feet as well.
I have a standing leap as a Gerbine. My base jump is 30 feet long or 15 feet high, so I don't think that doesn't quite make it. So close! Dang it! Oh, little Gerbine legs can only take me so far.
Well, hang on a minute though. Isn't it something like 15 plus your strength modifier?
Is it? Because this says standing, like from standing. So like if I was doing a running start.
Because I thought your running jump is usually like 10 feet plus your strength modifier, longer for you obviously because you have a feet. Makes sense that the standing thing. Tell you what we'll do. Here's what we'll do.
Okay, tell me.
If you want to try and jump up there, we can make it an athletics check, and we'll add a foot for every increment after 12. So DC, so like essentially it'll be like DC 12 will get you your 15 feet. 13 is 16 feet, so you'd need to get like 17 to get up there.
Okay.
Can I Red assist her them by cheering them on?
That would have been being the help action on your turn, which you did not take.
It's okay. You stay here and you heal. You get Scarpone back up. I'm gonna go try and do a jump on them.
All right.
So we'll take your action though, Sunny.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. And Sunny just like runs and does a jump. And so it's athletics. You said.
Athletics.
Oh! It's on the other side. Shoot! Can I would have had to have declared my advantage, wouldn't I?
If you want to use your advantage, you can, but you'll have to roll again. You're not just gonna get the nat 20.
Actually, instead, can I use one of my nat 20s?
Yes, totally.
Okay, I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna jump up there, right in between the two of them, and I'm gonna say like, no, wait, probably shouldn't shout. We're trying to be. I whisper shout at them. Why are you being so quiet, huh? And actually, I'm gonna use my bonus action, like to stop and take a breath for a second. And I'm using my second wind to try. Which, if I click that, will it? It's not gonna roll for me. It's a D10 plus my fighter level. Okay, so it is 4 plus my fighter level, which is 2. So I heal 6.
There we go. Next on the list. Who's next?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Gerbine 1 is gone.
Yep.
It's Scarpone who is down.
All right. Let me roll my
Death save, please.
I'm sorry.
Before you roll, it's all good. It's all good. You did well.
Yes.
Now, I offer this as a medical check thing if you're not going to use hit potions. So I'll tell you what. I don't think it's going to be relevant right now. You get your success, and you're okay. You're not stable, but you're okay. So next in the turn order,
Gerbine 2.
Gerbine 2. Sunny has fled the field.
Yeah.
Gerbine 2's right there. Oh yeah. Well, Gerbine 2 is going to rush you, Red. And
Oh, I should have stayed and guarded you. I'm sorry.
Could you
That's all right. I'll take him too. I'll Gerbine him in the head.
Can you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, can I? I don't know. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. A nat 1.
Oh, I thought my 5 would be bad. So this is very clumsy. Okay, as you're going near Scarpone, they grab your bow and in a very clumsy sleight of hand, just try and wrestle it from you. But on that nat 1, maybe your footing's off or something, the Gerbine takes your bow.
Oh, no!
Red just stands there stunned at a loss. Nobody touches my bow.
The Gerbine is going to fling the bow towards the wall, and that's their movement, their last movement. I don't think you have a weapon equipped currently, so they're going to move away from you and towards Crossin. Next
is Mapak 1, who I'm staring down at grumpily. Grrr. Who I whisper shouted at.
Mapak 1 just like slowly turns to you, comes up into a crouch, and draws a sword. And they're gonna stab you.
That's fair, but that's also real creepy. Why are they so quiet?
Does a 15 hit you?
Meats.
Beats.
I know. That's your saying. That's why I said it.
Please take 5 piercing damage.
Well, I'm certainly glad I did that healing on myself. Okay.
Next up.
Next up is Crossin.
Alright, Crossin is going to chase after Gerbine 2 and go ahead and try and skewer it with his rapier.
Yeah.
It's an 11.
An 11 unfortunately does not hit. If you like, you do have nat 20s bank. You could use one of those nat 20s and convert that into a critical hit.
I'm going to go ahead and use one of my nat 20s.
Do it. Just roll me double damage. It's 1d8, right?
Yeah. So... Oh. Let me...
You can either roll 2d8 or you can click on... so on the... Where the word rapier is output, like where the 18 and the 8 are, click on the word rapier there, and it will roll damage.
Okay.
There we go. Then click it again. Fantastic. Do we need to knock anything off of that? No. So
yep.
you do 11 damage to this Gerbine as you riddle them with a hole, a big old hole. They, again, you do hear the slightest...
This is unnatural. And I pull my rapier back out of the Gerbine.
Congratulations, you have stabbed Le Gerbine. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Red.
Red, looking like he's in a daze, just kind of steps forward and ignores the Gerbine that stole his bow and reaches down and casts Cure Wounds on Scarpoli.
Oh, thank gosh.
6 points back.
There you go. So, Scarponi, you are now prone. You are up with 6 points. You'll need to take half movement to stand on your next turn.
Yeah.
Go on.
Could I go ahead and use the rest of my movement to try and go to where I think my bow went?
Sure thing. Make me a perception check. Oh no, the dice gods. No.
7.
You can walk over towards the bushes, but you're kind of looking for a stick.
Yeah.
A bunch of sticks.
He's casting around, just desperately trying to find his bow and not seeing it.
You know, like the Bugs Life scene where they lose the stick man in the branch.
Yeah.
I'm right here. Next up,
Mapak 2.
Mapak 2 is going to stay prone and fire on Red still. But a 7 doesn't hit very well. Maybe you bend down thinking you've seen your bow and it just whoop.
Is that it?
I don't even notice the crossbow bolt. I'm in a daze.
Okay. Next.
Back to the top. Hit
Sunny!
me. I'm okay. I'm going to go for the one that is prone. Cause he's prone. So that gives me advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is standing more than 5 feet away from this one though, so this Jabin would have this Mapak would get an opportunity to attack.
Okay, then no, I'll do this first one then.
Okay.
I'll do the one in front of me then.
They're very professional. Very professional.
Yep. 14?
A 14 does hit, yes.
Hang on, I get to reroll that one. Cause I am a great weapon fighter.
You are.
Roll one to reroll the die. Oh, I can reroll them both, but I have to take whatever comes up. Whatever. I'm gonna do that gamble. I'm gonna gamble and completely reroll that.
I love it.
It is instead a 12 instead of a 6.
Sunny.
Yep.
Some things come naturally to you. It would seem that murdering people on the battlefield is one of them. You're right by the edge, by the way, with spiked balustrade beneath you. So do with that what you will. How does this look?
Oh, can I actually like do a bit of a golf swing and scoot them off the edge so that they have time to fall like
That's exactly how it happens. The Mapak falls off the edge. And yep.
Oh, makes a noise.
Oh, did it make a noise? Okay. And then I'm going to turn
God,
and I'm going to
how bad would it be if I made that silent and then it looked at you as it died?
No! That's so spooky. I'm gonna action surge.
I'm gonna redact that. That's what happens. That's what happens. We're gonna do this.
It's so spooky. I don't like it. Wait, no. Okay, hang on. So that's my action. Actually, I'm gonna take my movement to take the 5 step forward to the other one, and I'm gonna actually just point my sword. Actually, he's prone. I'm gonna hold my sword over his head and be like, "You're gonna put that bow down." In my highest pitched squeaky mouse voice. You're gonna put that bow down and you're going to help us get inside your bandit hole. That's what I'm doing.
Unfortunately, you've already used your action, so I'm not gonna let you roll intimidation on this. We'll see what happens.
Okay, that's fair.
Happens.
That's fair. I'll wait and see.
Okay, next.
Next is Scarpone. Sorry.
Okay. I don't think I can do much from here. Because it's only the one Mapak left, right?
Yeah, just one.
The other Jabin is still alive. It just has a hole in it, doesn't it?
Jabin, yeah, it's got a big hole in it. It's still up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I will scimitar it. Because I've got that.
Okay.
Well, I tried.
Yeah,
He's a lover,
unfortunately,
not a fighter.
the 9 isn't gonna work out there. So unfortunately, that is going to miss. Can't see anything about being prone giving you disadvantage to things. Anyway, carry on. Who's next? Unless you have anything else on your turn.
No.
Great. Yep, dodges your attack. Your scimitar lances out. The Jabin does a slight matrix move in complete silence. And it comes back up. Whose turn is it next?
It is Jabin 2.
Jabin 2. Wait, you failed an attack on them. Ha ha ha.
Uh-oh.
I'm terrified. Oh.
Whoa.
Reaction.
Well.
What is your dexterity modifier?
+1.
I'm rolling against 11. Haha! As your scimitar lances out, they grab the hilt and pull it from you.
Gonna go with. It's gonna land over where my bow is.
Seeing as it is the Gerbean's turn, the Gerbean is going to attack you with your own scimitar.
Oh!
Does a 14
Dirty.
hit you?
Yes, it does.
These take 6 slashing damage as they take the scimitar
Well,
and turn the attack
Guess
back on.
what, everybody?
Unfortunately, that's not everything because the Gerbean does have multi-attack. Thank you for armoring them up. Crossin, you are also right on them with your rapier. They do look like they're bleeding heavily, but they have time for some attacks on you. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit me.
How about a 14?
No.
Oh, they make 2 slices, but they cannot. Is it armor or a dodging? How does this look?
Armor. 15.
Armor. Yeah, you hear the rattle of metal against metal. No way. No way. Who's next?
It's Mopok 1? I'm not sure if it's Mopok 1 or Mopok 2 is the one I... Okay, then it's... I mean, I just gave them a little scoot. It's Crossin's turn.
Crossin, it is your turn.
Alright, so Crossin is going to once again try and skewer Gerbean 2 with his rapier. Oh.
I'm afraid a 13 misses. And since it was just that Gerbean's turn, their reaction was refreshed. So,
Oh.
what is your dexterity modifier?
4.
Okay, so a harder check. I need to beat 14.
Ooh.
They're gonna grab the rapier from you and take the rapier.
How many paws does this Gerbean have?
They've dropped their short sword now, so they have a scimitar in one hand and a rapier in the other.
He's too strong.
I hate these Germains. I hate them. I love Sunny, but I hate them.
Next in the turn order
Is Red.
Okay, Red's staring around and he can't find his bow anywhere, and you all hear kind of a low growl that explodes into a scream, and he draws both his daggers and runs from the dirt for the dirty little Gerbean that done stole his bow. And I will use my nat 20 on the first attack, and then attack also with my offhand. And the offhand was a nat 20 as well. So
Oh
two
my
nat-
goodness.
Ooh.
Roll all the damage.
Dang.
It's like what, 4d6 or something?
Dang.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh man. So that would be 11 plus a lot. I hope.
Don't. The maths is okay. That's enough. How does this look, Red?
Red just jumps up in the air and lands on him and tackles him and just keeps pincushioning him with daggers over and over.
Oh,
He
yikes.
runs around and just keeps stabbing him.
Fantastic. Well, is it just the Mapark left?
Yeah, that's who it is.
Now, I looked. I couldn't see anything about... I know that you have advantage on attacks against prone people, but I don't think they have disadvantage on attacks, do they? Melee attacks? Do they have disadvantage on melee attacks?
I don't think so.
I mean, you can still attack from the floor, right? There's no...
Yeah. You can like flip around. Yes, I'm
So-
holding my sword over them, but I mean, they could flail upwards. That's fair.
Well, this is what they're going to do. Where exactly are you holding the sword?
Like over their head.
I thought as much. They roll over, their feet come
Uh-huh.
up. They're going to try and use the shove attack to push you off the edge.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
You're rolling against a 14. I need a strength saving throw.
Oh, a strength saving throw? Yeesh.
Oh! Their legs come up, they have murderous intent, but they fail. Sunny, I believe it's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh God, can I declare a non-killing blow? Can I declare?
You can declare non-lethal? Yeah.
Okay, I want to declare non-lethal, and I'm like, hey now, I just asked for you to be a tour guide, and I'm gonna try and smack them on the head, like. That's not the worst thing in the whole wide. Ooh, an 8. I'm gonna use my action surge since I didn't use it last time.
I really wish this was a Jerbine thief. I really wish I'd made these Jerbine thieves as well. Yoink.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I want to use my?
Wait, they stayed prone. 20 hits.
Oh, so I have advantage. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay. There's a 2 in there that I can reroll. 1 second. Neat. That's a 4 instead. So instead of an 8, that's a 10.
You soundly knock out this Mapak with the flat of your bow.
Poof. Thunk. Yeah.
No growl though. It was just like it was all like.
All teeth. Okay, and then I'm gonna wave down to my friends. Be like, "Hey, I got them! How you doing down there?" Like whisper, shout, like, "Hey, hey!"
You
Red.
see Red still stabbing the.
We're gonna expedite a little bit. Red, you find your bow. You're all able to get your equipment back. Okay,
Thank you.
We're not taking anything away permanently here. You can see through this gap in the gates now. The chaos of battle has entered this ring completely. You can see especially that Strigg Knight directing the battle. Okay, not just fighting well, but literally almost picking and choosing enemies, sending weaker ones to the peasants nearby him, and taking on the more powerful ones himself. You see a Jerbine trying to steal his broadsword at one point, and it gets a solid gauntlet on the nose, knocking it unconscious. This Strigg ain't messing around, okay? Unfortunately, despite this, the farmers are not faring as well as the trained guards. And you can quickly surmise that a swiftly taking out the leader of the bandits will save many, many lives. Standing against the big tent at the back, you see that Vulpin.
Is that the same Vulpin that I had the arrow duel with?
She sees you and she's barking orders, and she's a Vulpin, so I mean literally barking orders. She sees you, and almost a cocked smile comes across her muzzle as she takes out her bow.
I wave.
You know what? She waves.
I reach back and feel around to find my best arrow and get ready.
Okay.
Has she noticed any of the other groups and the other of us in the group yet?
She has seen you all. Scarponi, we'll say that you're up as well. Yeah.
I was gonna.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I see that.
Do you want me to expend my last spell to raise Scarponi?
If you would like to do stuff like that, you can, or maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any time for a short rest. So if you have any potions or
Right.
anything.
Well, I'll just use my
Potion might
spell.
be best.
Well, yeah. Whichever, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Do we have a potion to use?
I don't know. Do you have a potion to use?
I have 1 left.
There you
Okay.
go.
So do you want to roll that? It's just like a regular.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 4.
2d4
Oh,
plus 2.
So
Okay, well, you're up with 5 HP.
it's half my hit points. I'm good.
We're good.
Can I see how wounded Scarpoli is?
Yeah, you can get a gauge of how wounded they are. They
All
look,
right.
you know.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on him just because I can see he's not ready for another fight, and I'm gonna end up doing it anyway the next time he gets hit.
All right.
7 more points.
All right. Thank you. That brings me back up to full.
Great. Okay. So, she waves. She also points. And as she points, a gerbine erupts from her tent at high speed. Unnaturally high speed. And accompanying that gerbine at a normal speed for its species is a wolf. They're going to be on top of you. She unfortunately is staying back with arrows. Hey everyone, big old combat round today. Who knew? Can you all please roll me initiative one more time?
Oh boy.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my goodness. What did you get, Red? What was that?
21.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, the dice gods favor me again.
Is that all you're rolling, Scrat? Those ones?
Just those 2. Oh, and
Okay.
oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, that's because I haven't got the
Nah.
one in my compendium yet. Yeah, I'll get that.
I didn't mean to. You don't have to put more. I was just asking for the numbers.
Look, I don't want to let you down, Jess. You know.
No.
There you go.
Dang it. Okay. Okay.
You know, I keep visualizing Scarpoli diving in front of all these shots that should hit Sunny.
Oh no.
So,
Yeah, Sunny's like, oh shucks, I probably should have stayed in front, shouldn't I? they just keep running around too much. Sorry about that. It's Sunny, Red, and then the wolf. First top 3.
Okay, so Sunny, you go first, and if you don't mind tracking the rest afterwards, that'd be great.
Yeah. Marking them down right now.
I mean, I realized like we kind of volunteered you to be like tracking initiative, and then you've gone first every single time.
It's not on purpose. I'm sorry.
I keep trying to get us to roll initiative to try and change it up, and you're like, no.
I'm still
Always Sunny.
In fact, this time I'm gonna roll a nat 20. I have 24 initiative this time. It's not on purpose.
It's always Sunny in the bandit camp.
oh.
Oh no. Yeah. So I guess if when I see that little gerbine running forward at ridiculous speeds, I can be like, oh, challenge accepted, and I'm gonna like go running in. Can I reach it fast? Can I get to it with my regular movement and still attack?
Yes, they've rushed you, in fact.
Okay, good. So I barely needed to move. I just like stay in place, and hunker down. And they came at me. I just lift up my sword and I wait for them to come into place, and I attempt to drop it on them when they arrive.
Let's see how it goes.
Here. 15. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
14 damage.
Oof.
Jeez.
Oof. Oof.
Got him.
You take out the gerbine in one vicious blow. The gerbine goes down. What do you do? What do you just like clothesline it? What do you do?
Yeah, I literally wait for it to arrive, and I just like drop my sword on it, like whoop. Yeah, you're super fast, but that doesn't mean anything if you walk into a sword. Oh no, do I just hold my sword out? No, I don't want to skewer it. I feel bad. Yeah, I just hold out my sword and he runs into it. I'm so. Oh no! Why would you do that? Why?
Like, I think as he's running towards you, he realizes what's happening, and like he starts trying to stop, like putting on the brakes. Like, no!
Oh no.
Do you have anything else on your turn?
No.
Do you feel guilty at least?
I try to shake him off. I'm like, oh no!
Get off my sword.
You can successfully shake the body of this poor Gerbine off of your sword. Who's next?
It's Red.
Red, it is your turn.
All right, I take the time to lick my finger and hold it up in the air to judge the air, and then I smile down at the Vulpin and I let fly with an arrow. Does a 14 hit?
A 14. You can tell when Scrat has too many character sheets open.
Just say yes whenever that happens.
14 hits.
Ah, well, see, there. You trust me. I judged the wind. That's why it hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a massive 10 points of damage.
Ooh, that is pretty massive. Yeah, they take a arrow heavily in the shoulder, and you hear a barked laugh.
Smack! Stuck on that arrow, bandit!
And next, is it the wolf next that I hear you say?
It's the wolf. Yep, it's the wolf next.
Well, I guess the wolf isn't going to get pack tactics as it attacks Sunny.
Me.
Oh, are we waiting for that roll to cross the international date line? Roll 20? Oh, there it is. I don't think a 10 is going to hit you, is it?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, that does not hit.
The wolf snarls at you, but it also maybe looks a little upset about the Gerbine. But oh my god!
I'm still just like kicking it off. Like, give me 1 second. Like, hang on.
it just kind of like gently like Next.
Crossing.
Alright. If Crossan were to go around the outside of the battlefield, about how far would he need to move to get to the bandit leader?
She is standing around 50 feet away. So it would require a dash action. We'll say moving in an arc, it'll cost 60 feet.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and use his dash action to get within range of her.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to see. At this point, would he... It wouldn't be
because you
advantage.
have cunning action, right?
Right, I do have cunning action.
Yeah, so you still have an action.
All right. So I'm going to... I don't have... Am I within 5 feet?
Yep.
Okay. They're not incapacitated, though, correct?
They are not incapacitated, no.
All right. Okay, so I can't use sneak attack.
Afraid not. Not on
All
this
right.
occasion.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, gonna go ahead and maybe my rapier will be nice to me today, and go ahead and try to just shank her in the side with my rapier.
You all have nat 20s, and guest players, you only have 40 minutes to use them. Throwing it out there. Oh, a 20 hits anyway.
Don't need it. All right, so gonna go ahead, roll damage. Oh.
She sort of like ducks out of the way, and as you attack them, she like almost tries to just brush you aside.
All right. And that uses both my actions, so that ends my turn.
Fantastic. Next.
Is Scarponi.
Okay. So Scarponi is going to cast Entangle where the bandit leader is standing. So unfortunately, it's also going to hit crossing.
All right.
And anybody else in that 20-foot square.
Yeah, okay. Grasping weeds and vines. Difficult terrain. Strength saving throw or be restrained. What's your spell save DC?
14?
Unfortunately, the double 18s are gonna avoid that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It is still difficult terrain though.
Yes.
Making it harder for people to move around. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Next.
Is the Jabin kebab?
No, the Jabin kebab is kebab.
Okay.
It's the Vulpin.
The Vulpin, seemingly trying to ignore you, Crossin, maybe just sparing you a quick glance. They're gonna draw and fire at Red.
Red's going to do the Bruce Lee thing where he holds out his hand and signals for her to shoot him.
Oh, you put her right off. You put her right off. You see her, like you see it when you do it. You see her eyes widen just before she takes her shot, and the shot goes wide.
I watch it go by and then look back down and smile at her.
Of course, she has another arrow ready. The second one's gonna hit. The second one comes piling in. Please take 4 piercing damage.
I was too busy being cocky. I didn't see the second one.
After her
I can
turn.
take.
It's back to the top.
Sunny!
So I'm gonna turn like haha towards the wolf, and just because you're bigger than me doesn't mean anything at all. And I'm gonna go for a big old swing. 23 to hit.
Oh, 23 hits.
That is. Hang on, I'm re-rolling those. Instead, that is 10 damage.
The wolf yelps and flees.
Haha! That's right. Get out of here. You big chomper. I don't know. I didn't really get to know you well enough to insult you personally.
It limping as it makes its way to the edge of the thing and then starts licking its wound.
Oh, now I feel bad. Dang it.
Yeah, you should feel bad, you murderer.
Dang it. It's not my fault.
Ran into my knife.
That first one really did. It's Red's turn next.
Red.
You know, Sonny, we need to work on you some just good general insults that you can use.
Yeah, you're right. I need some generalized ones. That's a good point.
I still have a nat 20 left, don't I?
You do, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use it on the Vulpin. Because, you know. Is 12 points of damage.
Oof. Oof. She takes the arrow heavily to the stomach and drops to one knee.
That, everybody, is the universal sign for ouch.
Got it.
It's if Red is done, it's the wolf's turn next.
It is Red. Red has completed his round.
The wolf continues to flee, licking its wounds.
Good. That's if more of you would do that, then more of you would get out of here alive. That's great.
Wow.
Good plan.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's advice. They're offering advice.
It is. That's why I yell at them to go away.
Honey, I don't think we want the bandits escaping.
Well, I mean, listen, they could. You just gotta knock them once, and then they can change their ways. Not that I would know personally anything about that. I was definitely never formally a bandit. It's sorry if the wolf is running away. It's Crossen's turn.
All right. So Crossen is going. All right. So down on one knee. That's still not incapacitated. All right. So gonna go ahead with his rapier and really try to jab it in home and finish off the boss.
Please do.
You know what? I'm using my 20.
Yeah. By all means.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use my 20, and I'll roll for damage. Wow.
And again.
And one more time.
Oh yeah. That is going to be enough damage to finish off the boss, Crossen. How does this look?
All right. So Crossen is going to take his rapier and go, there'll be no more harassing the town from this group, and just go ahead and stab the rapier right through her neck.
Oh.
Ooh.
Down goes the Vulpin. It's in a matter of moments, as though time flashes. You see the bandits noticing that their leader has gone down. The leader hits the floor, and as her body hits the floor, the bandits are they're scattering. They are fleeing. Any semblance of order amongst them disintegrates. The silent begin to yell, and they begin to flee in every direction, taking what they can and abandoning the camp. A cry of victory rises from the assembled citizens. The day is won, but at a heavy cost. You can see it's not just bandits who litter this field.
Scarpone is going to start wandering through the field, and anybody who looks like they might be able to be saved, he will start to bandage up and try and help people sit up.
Given that the last time Red tried to use medicine to keep somebody from dying, he almost killed him. I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to let people more expertise in it do it.
Very wise, very wise.
Crossen is going to go around trying to help, get everything set up and a little bit more organized rather than chaos of a battlefield.
Yeah. You with the help of the the guard captain and the Strig Knight, you all can get the field assembled. It's not long until people are pulled up on pallets. Even the fallen are picked up on stretchers to be taken back for proper burial. No one is left behind. Leaving the traces of battle behind, the remainder of the Perch Guard and militia are returning to Alderheart. Honoring the sacrifice, the fallen are transported at the front of the somber parade back to the city. Those who cannot carry themselves are carried on makeshift stretchers, while the injured are helped along the trail home. Despite heavy losses, you and your companions are welcomed back to Alderheart as heroes. From today's fighting, Frey had on her, notepads at the ready, a fine suit of studded leather armor, a flawlessly made short sword with another rose insignia on the pommel, a brooch that looks like a small shield, a bronze ring studded with rubies, and the thief that you impaled kebabbed is wearing a suit of leather armor, has 3 daggers, and boots of speed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
As you look around the camp, in some of the storage buildings, there is also useful stuff. You find an assortment of stolen goods, much of it from yesterday's raid on the merchant caravan, including a chest of coins, a lot of coins, a small collection of gemstones pried from various objects, and a variety of gold and silver urns, plates, and utensils.
Okay. Are we able to perhaps take some of it? I don't know about you. I feel bad about taking all of this. I think maybe a little. We definitely deserve at least a little of it. We've earned at least a little bit of this. But then maybe some of it should go to help all the some of this probably belongs to the people, like the refugees. Right?
I think we should definitely return anything that was stolen from these people. But there are nice things in here. I mean, after all.
Yeah. We worked hard to save this.
We did work hard. I was just thinking, I mean, there were already a lot of kids alone in that city, and now even more people of, so I think we've got to figure out a way to establish something for them, don't you think?
I agree. I think you're right.
I agree as well.
Well, we could give them all the stuff that's worth gold and stuff to split amongst them, and us take the things that don't belong to somebody else that would make us stronger for the next bandit fight as our reward.
Well, I have no need to carry plates or anything else around like that with me, so.
Yeah, and go ahead.
Oh, I don't need gold. So.
Yeah, and the plates might be to us, they're just plates, but maybe someone actually likes these plates, so we should probably give them back for that reason also, and also because it's just annoying to carry them around and then try and sell them and stuff. So
Red will recover his +1 arrows from the Vulpin too, if I can.
Yeah, you can retrieve arrows. You can also see that the bow that unfortunately the bow that Vulpin was using, she fell on it, snapping it, but it did look quite fine. Perhaps if you were to collect the pieces, you could repair it.
Well, probably no one around here wants a broken bow, so yeah, I'll pick up all the pieces and put them in my backpack.
Ooh, fancy bow.
And I'll return her arrows to her quiver and salute her.
Oh.
That's
You
real
were
nice
good.
of you.
You were good, not quite good enough.
As you all return to Alderheart, an emergency summons comes for Red and Sunny from the Birdfolk Council. As you enter, it's actually one of the small Gerbines. He comes along, the oldest one, and says, "Hey, Eliza got us straight to work. We're running messages at the moment for the Birdfolk Council because we can get through the crowd so easy. Although I'm really nervous about falling off. But they heard about what you did, and they want to see you, and yeah."
That's really good. I'm really glad that you're working now, because that's a much more, useful use of your energies and skills. And like you said, you can dart through the crowds, so that's very good. And I guess, Red, I guess we should go see the Bird Council.
I agree. I think we need to get on up there.
I pat the little Gerbine on the head. Pat. This is good. Do this. Don't steal.
and they rip off a salute. Sirs, there's a lot of injured that still need help and stuff. If you're willing to, I heard about all you did. That you took out the leader. It's all over the town. Will you help us still? This is to Crossin and Scarponi.
Of course. Of course.
Of course I'll help. This is my town too.
Yeah. Yeah. This is our town, not the bandits.
Sure is.
Right you are.
And they will take you away. Scarponi, Crossin, separate from the party, you do find temporary tents have been set up in the roots of the tree, where people are making makeshift hospitals to try and heal as many of the wounded as possible. A lot of these are, some of them may not be able to recover simply because there's just not enough spell slots in a day. But they're doing their very best, and your efforts are also very appreciated. Whilst you are there, the Birdfolk captain does visit upon you, and they look at you both, and you fought valiantly today.
Thank you.
Just doing what was right.
The guard could always use good birdfolk.
I don't know if I'm quite cut out to be a guard.
I will help as much as I can with the guard when the city is under duress, but helping my family is more important to me, as well as our small shop.
I'll help. I'll stay.
Of course, the guard does come with a reasonable salary and provisions for families. Consider it, at least, Crossin. And there is, of course, room for more than just fighters in the guard. We have infirmaries. We have training. We need people to make all of that stuff come together.
Do you have need of quartermasters and those who take care of the weapons and armor?
Yes.
Consider me in.
They preen a little. And they say, they put a wing on each of your shoulders. We won't regret this. We appreciate everything you've done for the city, and, well, most of the guards consider you heroes.
Thank you.
And they turn and do like a kind of parade march. The dove, though, so it's kind of... and they march away quite formally. Upstairs, Sunny Red, the path is cleared for you. The bustle of the city that you left has been completely cleared, and the road is clear for you to walk up. There is still that 10-foot bit at the end where the twig gets really thin, and you have to get up onto the actual plateau, but you can get up there without any problem. You are rushed into the Birdfolk Council, and the Birdfolk have assembled immediately. There's no waiting room this time. Straight in you go. Again, I think it was Beta, the speaker, says,
It was like
Yeah, it's
sorry,
No, go ahead. It's Beta is another dove-looking speaker.
Yeah, like I think you described. Yeah, they had they were very fancy, big
Very
plumage,
fancy.
and they're like the speaker for the whole council, while everyone else like whispered behind them.
They didn't. They are indeed, yes. And she steps forward and she says, "We owe you a great debt today. You have routed the nearby bandits and proven yourself heroes to our people. We did not expect this of strangers, and so it shall not make you strangers any longer. We would ask another favor of you. You are clearly very adept at resolving bandit problems. She's very diplomatic. Unfortunately, we do not have any prisoners from the battle. Except for one small Mapok that was left unconscious on a ridge outside the camp. He has informed us that that is not the bandit stronghold. Merely a base camp for their operations here. Their stronghold is actually a little way west. And will take much more perhaps guile or certainly our military might will not be able to vanquish this stronghold in the same way. It seems it's made of stone and a working castle.
They have a whole castle?
It seems they have found one in the woods and converted it to their purpose.
They just found a castle? Sorry.
Wild how often that happens in D&D.
Does that happen a lot around here? Because I didn't go looking in the woods.
No, the stronghold was once one of our outlying perimeter strongholds. Unfortunately, with the fires and the refugees, we pulled all of our guards into the center to protect our core, and we left it, well, not abandoned, but certainly empty for a short while. It sits on the Crest Mountains. It's roughly a 5-day trek before you get there. We will, of course, send an entourage of guards to escort you. Would you be willing to do this favor for us?
I mean, we're obviously gonna help, but like, are you still able to help us with all the stuff we came to you with?
Yes, as we mentioned, we are juggling many things. Resolving these bandits will free up our guards to start spreading out to the nearby towns again and offer protection back to the people. Removing this bandit threat will be key to that.
Okay, I mean, we'll help. I just...
Talking of resolving things, many people speak of losses, things stolen by bandits on the roads. Did you find anything at the camp that we may be able to return to the people?
Oh yeah, if you go into like the market and you go find Scarponi and Crossan, we left a whole bunch of we found plates and golden jugs and all sorts of memorabilia, I guess. So we tried to bring it back for whoever it might belong to. I don't know how you want to go about handing that out.
Yes, we'll requisition that and begin distributing it back to the people as best we can.
As long as it goes back to the right people.
Well, yes, we will. That's yet another thing we'll juggle. How to make sure the right people get their hands on their own goods. I think though no one will begrudge you any magic items that you found on this journey that may help you going forward. I will speak for the city in that anything you think you have found that you feel will help you going forward on your quests. You are welcome to it. It's the least we can do. And the other bird folk... it's strange for one of the bird folk to speak up, by the way, and the other bird folk sort of make an approving rabble noise. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Oh my god. Did we... Question to the DM. Did we find any, healing potions or any magic stuff? Any, useful... Because, well, I would just like to say that at this point, we have used up all of our healing that we had to, fight off the bandits and also try to save as many citizens as possible.
Beta speaks up, relieving them. Yes, we have our alchemists working on healing potions for all of the wounded. And at the moment, our capacity is fully driven towards providing medical relief to those people. by all means, take as many potions as you feel you will need to make this a successful quest. It's important to heal our wounded, but more important is to take out the root of this problem. Or this will just be a perpetuating problem.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I like it. I like this plan. All right, yeah.
Could I ask a favor of the council?
It's within our power.
I've got this, and I take my backpack out, and I pull out the pieces of the bow. I got this bow that the leader of them had that seemed pretty good when it was poking arrows into me. And I was wondering if you got like a bowyer here in town that could maybe fix it for me.
I'll give it to the very best bowyer. The very best.
Thank you. And I hand it off to whoever's standing there.
Yeah, a small Jerbeen in like a bright red tunic with gold trim and a little poofy hat rushes forward and takes it from you.
Remember, that's red. Is if you got a card to fill out for it, that's me. Red.
Yeah. Thank you for meeting with us. We will get you on the road as quickly as we possibly can. From now on, you may call yourselves the heroes of Alderheart. And everyone sends to level 3.
Finally!
Where we're going to wrap up this week's session of Heroes of Humblewood.
Red, on being called a hero, he stands a full 2'3". He's just as puffed up as he can be.
Fantastic.
Yay! We
Good
did
job,
it!
Thank you very much, players, for joining me for this game. Thank you very much, viewers, for joining us. And thank you also to our sponsors, Hero Forge, with all of the magical minis that you can go and get from their website. This is one of the colored ones from their latest Kickstarter, which will be coming in the next few months. This is colored resin. It's not painted. Colored resin. Looks like it's painted. Not painted. Professional prints. And also, check out Mage Hand Press, who created Dark Matter for us. The expansion, which is Dungeons and Dragons. What am I saying? Dark Matter did not create Dungeons and Dragons. Hang on. Let's take that bit out. We'll cut that out in post.
Dungeons and Dragons in space!
Thank you. 5e in space. They created Dark Matter, which is 5e in space. If you like space and you like Dungeons and Dragons, you should check out that book. Thank you. I lost my pitch for a second there. Also, check out Dungeon Fog. Dungeon Fog have a wonderful map making tool which you can use to create maps for your online encounters. As you add elements to the maps, the creator adds notes to your notes. So if you add a balustrade made of wood, closely bound, the notes will say, along the eastern perimeter, there is a bulwark made of logs, closely bound.
Jerbeen proof.
Jerbeen proof. It may not canonically say that. But talking of Jerbeens, most importantly, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Deck of Many, who are stars. They created this Humblewood campaign that we were playing through today. Also, the Deck of Many. We didn't have any cards drawn today, but there's always more days. And you should go and check out all of their stuff. They're amazing. Let's go around and talk to everyone before we wrap up finally today. Let's go the opposite way around and start with Jess.
Oh, hi! It's me, Jess. I'm not normally so murderous.
Nice.
Not on purpose.
Nice.
But I love this game. This game is so much fun. Thank you all so much for this super fun game. Y'all were so heckin' awesome. But my name's Jazz. You can find me at go_JG in all the places on Twitch, on Twitter, Instagram, itch.io if you want to find all my weird little TTRPGs, because I make games sometimes. Also stream. We have ongoing campaigns such as Blades in the Dark. We have lots of little mini series one shots with all sorts of interesting indie little tabletop role-playing games. And lately, honestly, a lot on the channel, a lot of Animal Crossing, because it's soft and it's sweet and it's all I have room for in these dark, scary times. Lots of just yeah.
As I said in the group chat before we went live, I don't understand Animal Crossing. I'll probably never play Animal Crossing, but I am very grateful to Animal Crossing for all of the light that it shed in this time. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Sphinx, 224 subs. That's your 224th gift sub. Are you crazy?
Wow.
That's amazing.
wow.
Thank you. That's nearly as many subs as we've made this month, just from you over time. Thank you. Next around the table, we have the teaching DM, Jen.
It's been, so much fun to play, and this definitely sheds a different sort of light onto 5e rather than just the core game. I'm having so much fun. Definitely check out my Twitter, Teaching DM. I will eventually start having more stuff up there for how to start up a Dungeons and Dragons for, teachers and after-school clubs. And it's fun trying to play a rogue who's actually lawful neutral.
So that's what the questioning was when we were like, I think they're a rogue. Get it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic playing with you today. Next around, we have Rena996.
That's me. So I'm still Rena. I'm Rena996 on most websites. If you want to come looking for me, I'm just kind of breaking into the TTRPG community right now. But I am totally open to doing more things, doing collabs. I'm a teacher in my real life, so I also want to kind of bring this to kids too. So yeah, that's great. It was a blast.
Fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it. As I've said before, I'd love to do more stuff with kids. Unfortunately, Twitch TOS, we can't really have kids on the show, so we don't do it very often. I mean, we did it once, way back when, possibly before we were full-time. We streamed to YouTube instead of Twitch to play a game for one of our community members' 11-year-old. It was a ton of fun. We played some old people, and the kid thought it was hilarious. Last but most certainly not least, Blind Temple.
Hey everybody, I'm Blind Temple, at Blind Temple on Twitter. I do all kinds of things to help the blind play games, and I do a lot of stuff. Just check me out on there. I can't even think of it all. I've had such an exciting time. You guys are a fun group. Sunny managed to stay vertical the entire fight. I'm very emotional. I lost my bow.
Oh.
But I found it. That's all I can think of.
Well, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Red. Did I get everyone there?
I believe so.
Cool.
You got me.
Okay. It's just,
Right.
Jess is confusing me. She's trying to
Yep,
baffle me.
it's me. I'm
Bamboozle
sorry.
me. I see you.
I'm over here. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, everyone, normally I would be saying in half an hour we'll be running New Acadia Nights. Unfortunately, this week we're going to be taking a break. Unfortunately, Alice is suffering from a wisdom tooth going through. She can barely talk. She's saving her voice for today so she can DM tomorrow. And a couple of other cast members couldn't make it as well. Please remember, health comes first. I know we all love TTRPGs, but you should always put health first. I'm not going to be putting a filler stream in because I've got a ton of work to do. I need to get it done. So I'm going to be doing that. You know, I've got things on my to-do list about content and sponsors that have been sitting there for a while now. I need to get it done. So we're going to be doing that. We'll be back tomorrow, though, at 4 p.m. EST, as Alice is going to finish the Call of Cthulhu campaign that we started last week and decided, you know what, this is so good, it needs a 2-shot to make it complete. Someone's asking about stuff we can do. Yes, if you head over to our Discord, there is a channel there dedicated to this channel where you can speak to Jess and Temple and all of the other players and see more about it. If you click our Discord link there, it is going to be in the curriculum section. Also, if you would like to get into a game, send me a DM on Twitter and I will get you a game. It's what we love to do here. We want to be an open gateway for people to join the TTRPG community. So if you want to get involved, send me a DM. We'll get you involved. And if you want to see what it's like, if you want to see more shows, head over to YouTube. We have, let's see, 36 hours a season, 12 shows a season. 6 seasons so far. A lot of hours of content over on the YouTube. So plenty over there for you to go and binge watch. Until next time, everyone, keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you later on. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. Who's feeling hype? Do we want to go on a raid? Shall we go and raid someone? Shall we go on a raid and raid someone? Who's up for it? Give me some O's in chat if you want to go on a raid. Give me some O's. Let's go and start a hype train somewhere, huh? Let's do that. Let's find someone to raid and go and start a hype train. Okay, I got it. We're gonna go and raid someone. They're a fantastic streamer. They also happen to be playing Animal Crossing, which we were just talking about. Okay. Now I want to see commitment here. Okay, we're gonna start that hype train. I want to go all the way. Okay, I want to get all the way to level 5. I'm gonna be hyping you all up all the way. Okay, let's go and go on a huge raid. Get your raid cries ready in chat. I'm gonna type it out for you now. I'm gonna type it out for you now. And go on a huge as I desperately find my emoticons. Type it out for you now. I'm gonna type it out for you now. As I desperately find my emoticons. I'm gonna type it out for you now. As I desperately find my emoticons. Copy that. Get it in your copy things. Let's go. Copy that. Get it in your. Gonna be raiding in your copy things. Let's go. See you later, everyone. Copy that. Get it in your. Gonna be raiding in your copy things. Let's go. See you later, everyone.